is it anywhere?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Loft. Tamara here, and I'm excited for the show we have on this evening. I have two beautiful ladies with me who I've met along on my journey. One, my sister friend, Lisa. The other one, a dear, dear friend of mine who I've known for many years from working in the financial industry. Her name is Donna Christina. And so we have Lisa Zachary and Donna Christina. And of course, I'm going to give them each a chance to share with you about them and who they are and how they have been two women who have truly inspired me in my journey with their entrepreneurship, how they never give up, how they are advocates, both of them in the beauty industry. And they have had challenges, and we just want to share with you that you can overcome at any time and you can continue to excel and push forward no matter what those obstacles are. And we have two beautiful ladies here to share that with you. First, we're going to start with Miss Lisa.
With
If you
me?
could introduce if you can introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Lisa Zachary. I am the founder, CEO of Pink and Brown Botanicals. It is a natural skincare. I like to call it a collection because it really is a collection of products that work synergistically together to achieve amazing radiance for your skin. So
Yeah.
I put this whole collection together, really the whole company, to position myself in the marketplace
Mhm.
um, as a clean beauty company. So I'm really big on just not having any toxins, um, just using what nature offers us to achieve really amazing skin. And I love it. I use it every day. I'm a big advocate for the Pink and Brown collection, and the ladies love it. So yeah, so I'm just here just positioning myself to not cause any more damage than it's already out there.
Right.
um I always like to tell people that over 50% of the cosmetics in the United States have toxins in them. It has
Mm.
chemicals in them. These chemicals are horrible, like formaldehyde and all of that kind of
Mm.
stuff. And this stuff causes cancer and so many just illnesses that we can get just from our cosmetics, our makeup, our skincare, hair care.
Mm.
And I'm mostly um, kind of just really concerned because a study I just literally read the other day was all about how women of color are really the big concern because we use so many hair products, right?
Right. Mhm.
Everything. And far more than our counterparts of Asian descent or, just, I mean, Hispanic. It's just we use so much and it's just
Yeah.
so ridiculous. We don't even realize that half
Mhm.
this stuff has chemicals that is really causing some damage. So I kind of pride myself on just, positioning myself in the beauty industry as just a forerunner for just amazing, amazing skin that you can achieve just with clean products, with just things that grow in the earth.
Yeah.
And so I'm really excited about that. And we're growing, we're adding new product line, a body care line and as well. So I'm excited about that.
I'm excited about that too.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And you are not off the hook because we got so much more to talk about. I
Oh yeah,
just
ready. Let's go.
I just want to introduce everyone to Mrs. Donna Cristino. You can introduce yourself.
Sure.
Well, I already did, but you know what I mean.
Yes, I know what you mean. So, like Tammy said, my name is Donna Cristino. I am the founder of a beauty brand called Jingai, which means pure love in Mandarin. I'm a mother of 2 sons. One of them's a professional baseball player and one of them plays college baseball. I've
Wow.
been married for 28 years to my husband, who is my rock and my business partner through all my endeavors. So I launched Jingai back in 2009. It was inspired by my beloved grandmother, Rose, whom I lost to breast cancer. Jingai means pure love in Mandarin. And to honor her life, each and every one of my products was named after a different rose from around the world. And when you purchased one of my cheek blushes, it was engraved pure love. And it had a little piece of seed paper in it that if you took it out, watered it daily, it would grow a bouquet of wildflowers. So not only do we make you look beautiful, we made your heart smile. Like Lisa's brand, all of my products were made with organic ingredients. We were certified by the Leaping Bunny. We never test on our furry friends. Organic shea butter, sunflower seed oil, rose oil, just good, healthy ingredient decks. I was discovered by QVC. Well, I launched actually in Henry Bendel on Fifth Ave. 3 times it took me to go to the go-sees. You know, they used to have it once every 6 months. You'd wait in line. The line would be 5 miles long at 5:30 in the morning. And my 3rd time going back, they took me in. I was like, thank you, God. And from there, I then did a show called the Cosmetic Executive Beauty Show, which Lisa, you should look into. I became a finalist in the Cosmetic Executive Woman Eco Beauty Awards. I was up against Neutrogena. And at that particular show, QVC discovered me. And they said, we'd like to bring you to QVC. We think you're going to be our next blank beauty brand. I'm not going to say the person's name, but that person does 80 million a year. And I've been told my whole life, you know, you belong on TV, you should be on QVC, you should go for it. You're a TV person, your voice, everything. So I was like, okay, sign me up. And 4 or 5 months later, I was launching on QVC with no formal training. I went on, I think I launched at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was very nervous, but I actually did pretty good. And then I ended up having, you know, regular hits. It's called a hit with them for 3.5 years. I experienced a couple sellouts and understood really, to be truthful, the toxicity of being on a TV network and how every person is clamoring to stay at the top and they don't want any new people to come in, and the expense that it takes and all of the different things that you have to go through. And then from QVC, I ended up getting myself into the Cherry Hill Whole Foods, Cherry Hill, New Jersey Whole Foods. That particular location is the only one in the country that has what's called the infirmary, and they allow new brands to come and talk to their customers about your product. So I would be there 3 days a week selling from like open to close right through the checkout stand. And, you know, to get into Whole Foods is no easy thing. Your products have to be really clean to do that.
Yeah.
And within 1 year, they said to me, we've never seen this before. You actually built a cold following. And they launched me in the entire mid-Atlantic region of Whole Foods, which was 62 stores. And then I did that. Well, a month after I signed my contract with Whole Foods, Amazon bought them. So like, you really can't make this stuff up. And
For real?
it wasn't good that Amazon bought them, because Amazon has their own brand, which is the Whole Foods brand. And they're putting it right next to my products for $4 or $5 less. And people are going, who's Jingai? If I'm not there pushing it, people are buying the Whole Food brand. So I did that for about 3 years. And so I had the brand for a total of really like 11 years. I just couldn't do it anymore. COVID came, everybody was wearing masks. My passion for what I was doing had ended. I lost a lot of money. I learned a lot of, you know, hard knocks, but I'm like a rolling stone. I just keep going. I never, you know, no dust ever gathers on me, no moss. I just keep going.
That's
So
the truth.
now I work for a show called America's Beauty Show. We are the oldest and largest beauty show in the nation. We had 50,000 people this past April, and we're about 90% sold out this April. It's held in Chicago at the Rosemont Convention Center every year. And it's very exciting, and it's opened for, you know, licensed cosmetologists. Sephora is going to be there. Ulta will be there. Alibaba will be there. Salon Centric, you know, L'Oreal will be there with their education. It's a big show. JCPenney's, Macy's. So I'm excited. We're about 8 weeks out. So that's kind of where I am now in my life.
Yes. And let me tell you something. I'm going to tell the audience, this is why these ladies inspire me. I have seen for years. Trailblazers is not the word. They are epitomes of trailblazers. They will start moving. They will have a vision. They will execute the vision. Something will come and try to get them off that train, but they are right back up again with a smile on their face. And it has been a blessing and so much encouragement to see, because they both have been through, like, is it turmoil, turmoil,
Yeah.
trials, tribulations to get to their desired point. And if I'm wrong, let me know. But both of you are still not where you want to be. Y'all are
Right.
both travelers. You have a desire in your heart to just be the best that you can be in your industry. And it
Yeah.
just seems like you just don't give up. You truly are trailblazers. I know that. And I know the beauty industry is a hot topic right now, especially clean beauty, the clean beauty industry, taking care of your skin, taking care of yourself, and just to feel better about yourself. So it's so important that you know, we learn this, because not only do you push to get the product out there, there's more than meets the eye with both of you, because you believe in what you're doing. See, and the thing that I love about both of you, because I know you, and I know you truly believe in what it is that you're doing, and you put the work in to make sure other people are doing the same. Y'all are real. And that's what this show is about. I want them to see the real, and know that, you know, don't give up, because you both have not, I have never seen anything like it. It's just like you don't give
Yeah.
up. And that is phenomenal to me. And if each of you want to share a story of, like, I know Donna, you've shared, but Lisa, like, of trials, tribulations, triumph, and how you overcame obstacles in your journey.
Yeah. So, I mean, initially, when I even thought about putting a brand together, I literally started from a kitchen table. And it was a concept that I thought, as I watched my girlfriend go to the esthetician and she achieved all this amazing, beautiful skin. And we were both broke at the time, by the way, going through divorces and stuff like that. So we had nothing to offer anybody. Okay. So I literally sat and I prayed. I said, God, show me how to do this from the kitchen table, from what I have. And we started with lemons. I started with some essential oils. And I literally was practicing on my daughter. Don't tell her, but I was practicing on my youngest daughter. Here, put this on your face. And she literally was my little guinea pig for everything I was trying. And the thing is, like, starting a business is really, it's no joke. And I think a lot of times people just think they're going to get in, create something, and then it's just going to explode. But it doesn't happen that way all the time. And there's a lot of hustle and bustle and crying nights of, you know, waiting for this thing to take place as you're, you know, building your brand up. And if there's so many phases to business that I think sometimes people just expect too much too soon, when you really have to grind it out. I went through so many phases from the beginning of just being broke and just trying to figure it out. Which company was I going to work with? Who was going to help me? I was creating some things on my own. And I love what I call being in the lab. I love the lab. I love creating gathering up amazing ingredients and coming up with the formulas and the formulations. I love that stuff. And then actually, it's so refreshing when you hear somebody actually try it and it works and it's, it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's healing, it's doing all these things. And but it was a journey. I mean, every step of the way was, you're going through divorce, you're going through losing friendships and gaining friendships, and and you need people to actually cheer you on to keep you in the game. Entrepreneur I can't talk. Entrepreneurialism.
Yes.
Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm tongue twisted right now, but it's no joke. It is not for the weak. It really is for someone who has some grit to them and who has some strength, because there's so many ups and downs, but you have to stay in the game. So many times I just wanted to quit. I just want to say, this is like not working. I don't know why this isn't working. And then I think one of the main things is just really finding that time to check back in with God. Because if he gave you the idea, if he gave you the concept, if he gave you the vision, it's so important for you to just stay in the game.
Yes.
It never happens overnight. I mean, it's something that you go through phases. I love Donna's story. I love it. I love how she was able to connect with such powerful people and just elevate. But that doesn't happen for everyone. And sometimes it really takes amazing connections. It takes just getting out there and like just literally making your stake in the ground and saying, I'm here to stay. People
Right.
need to believe in what you're doing and what you're selling. It could be clothing, it could be shoes, whatever that thing is that you sell. I don't care if it's hair, but do it and stay in the game, because if you believe in that thing and it was God-given, then you really need to just push through. It's never easy. It's never easy. I really went through just so much with just trying to just stay focused and just keep reinventing myself and just getting better, mastering where you are. And you have to understand the art of selling something. I hate sales, but I love what I do, and I love the products, and I love ingredients. So you got to kind of figure out your way of how you're going to sell a product, right? But when I get in front of people, I love to just talk about, just how amazing these ingredients are and how they work, and and the importance of just having something just clean versus something toxic on your body. Like,
Right.
I look at what I'm doing really is just more than just skincare. I look at everything. I say it's self-care. I say that my skincare is really about self-care. And I was talking to a friend of mine just recently, and we were literally talking about how if you have an amazing routine, which my daughter, she's in college right now, but when she comes home, what we tend to do is I get out all the products, I bring a tray, I have one of my candles, because now I sell candles and with my body care line. So we light a candle, we put on some spa-like music or some sort of, rainforest or something soothing, the ocean, and we literally do our spa treatment. It is a form of self-care. It's taking a moment for caring for yourself, taking that moment to really just love on you for a minute, So I take my skincare, a little bit more heavy than maybe the next one, but I make it a part of my process of loving on me for just a moment, and I'm trying to get other people to see it. Like, your whole process in the morning or the evening or however you want to do it, you can make it that moment that you really talk to yourself and love on you and remind you how beautiful and gorgeous you are. Remind yourself the goals that you're working on, because we're all a work in progress, right? I'm
Yeah.
53, so listen, I'm going through changes, all kinds of foolishness with my skin, my body, all of that. And
Uh,
it doesn't make me feel good all the time. But when I take those moments to remind myself, even in the midst of
you froze for a second.
my chaotic weeks, sometimes I'm frozen.
No, not
It
anymore.
says it's unstable. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just take a moment to build in affirmations while I'm doing skincare treatment, my treatments, my routine. And I try to get other ladies to see the same thing. Like, take a moment. Sometimes we're so busy as women CEOs, we're moms running around here, wives serving our husbands, we're leaders in the church, and just all types of positions. And we have to learn how to just take a moment. How about taking that moment when you do your skincare regimen? And so I just love to really just get women really to see. Oddly enough, I'm getting some men coming to me like, where's the men's line? And I'm like, oh boy, here we go. This is
There it
not about
goes.
you.
Um,
But
See, that's fantastic, Lisa. And not to cut you off, but just to exhort, of course,
yeah,
you do that light to show that you are passionate and love what you do. And I said, both you and Donna,
I
I
do.
love that you absolutely love what it is that you do. You can see it, you can feel it, you can hear it, and it's just like, and that's what does it. Not only in
Yeah,
the makeup industry, but any industry, talking to the viewers, like any industry that you want to get into, when you really feel passionate about something and you put the work in, I'm telling
yeah,
you, it
yeah,
you will
yeah.
see the results because how you're just like chugging on. And I'm like, go ahead, girl.
I
You
think
ain't tell me I was talking too much.
no, not at all. I think that everything that we do, whatever job it is that you have, whatever brand you have, whatever company you have, everything is energy, right? We're all energy. It's the energy you bring to the
Yes.
table. The people can feel the energy. So I'm going to address something you said, Lisa, about meeting people at a certain level or whatever. When I first launched my brand, I originally launched it in 2009 with a contract manufacturer. Okay, so for people that are watching this show that want to get into the industry that don't know what a contract manufacturer is, basically it's a lab or a company that you go to and you go in and you look at everything on their shelf and you say, I want to add this to my line, this to my line, and this to my line. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you're getting the same thing that every other girl or guy goes in and wants to add to their line. Okay, so I did that for 2.5, 3 years, and I got nowhere with it. I would go and do like a Shecky's Girls Night Out. I would bring my energy and my enthusiasm and my story, and I would sell my products because they were in beautiful packaging, whatever. But I knew in order to evolve into a brand that was going to get noticed on the level of QVC in front of 110 million households and a store like Henry Bendel on Fifth Avenue, I needed to have proprietary. So I ended up, that's where my husband came in, and that's where we put big money in. And that is an issue, like for most. And for
Yeah.
me, we ended up losing money. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like, oh, I made, $3 million, because no, I didn't. Because I can basically tell you that every beauty brand in the country, I know this for a fact, less than 10% of them are millionaires. Okay. I mean, I launched a year after Jamie Kern Lima from It Cosmetics. I have pictures with her
Mm-hmm.
launched,
Mm-hmm.
and her father-in-law owned a lab, and she was set up right, and she had their proper, everything with QVC, and they partnered with a guy that was like a big wig over there, and that helped her evolve into the
Mm-hmm.
brand she is on Q. Plus she had a great story, and she
Yeah.
was a phenomenal salesperson,
Yeah. Yeah.
and she's
Yeah.
very inspirational. But
Mm-hmm.
like this is one of my blushes. Like this is like very unique packaging.
It is.
Yeah, this
It is
is
so pretty.
paperboard. It kind of looks like a little, um,
Yep.
what's it called? A hat box. So
Mm-hmm.
these were a fortune. A company called Chicago Paper Tubes, giving them a little shout out in Chicago, created these for me. I hired graphic designer. She
Mhm.
made them. Then I went to Chicago Paper Tubes. One of these compacts with no makeup in it was $2.25. One of them. When I
Mm.
launched on QVC, I had to bring 6,000 of them.
What?
Right?
Wow.
Yeah, and you have to take all your inventory back. Anybody returns anything, like the things that I went through, like, so yes, I achieved certain things, like some crazy way I got nominated for the Trailblazer of the Year 2015 with the NABO. I wasn't even a member of NABO. But a
Wow.
woman met me I was actually at a bar with my husband. We were at a beautiful restaurant sitting at the bar drinking a martini. And I was telling her how this past week I had just picked up 55 lip crayons through a snow blizzard in a rented van because I needed to get them because I sold them to BoxyCharm. So my friend Yosef, we became friends, was the creator of BoxyCharm. He's now sold it for hundreds of millions of
Wow.
dollars. But she heard the whole story and said, "Oh my gosh, I'm going to nominate you for the Trailblazer of the Year." And I ended up being the Trailblazer. I also believe that I'm a firm believer that the universe truly gives you what you give it. And if
Yeah.
you look at things positively, no matter how bad the situation is. I mean, there were literally months that I had $1 in my bank account. And
Yeah.
my husband is an executive with a big company. Like, we were putting big money into this.
Mhm.
Now I get a paycheck. It's wonderful, but that is like a really great thing, just saying.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that everything I've learned and evolved over these years, and you're right, Tamara, I'm not done. Like, I probably at some point in my life will launch another product. I know which
Right.
lab to go to. I know who's going to make it for me. I know, because if you don't have distribution and you don't have the right labs lined up and they don't have 6 months of your ingredient deck, you're dead in the water. You're dead in the water. Without distribution, without a lab, you've got nothing. And I did start out also making stuff at my kitchen table. It was a conversation. And then I was like, there ain't no way I'm doing this anymore. I have pictures of my sons and I and my husband when I first launched on Evine Live. We were packaging, we were taking the blushes, we were taking them, gluing them into the compact, okay? Then putting the seed paper, then putting them into the manila envelope with the sticker on it, everything. Like, I'm
Wow.
talking days and days of work,
Yeah.
like insanity. Like, people
You
look at
put
me and
the
think,
work
"Oh
in.
my God."
Both of you
So,
put the work in.
yeah. So there's just like, I am going to write a book and it's going to be a New York Times bestseller. And I'm going to name
Okay.
names. I'm going to name names.
Oh, all right.
Uh-oh.
I got a lot of
What's the
stories.
name?
I
I
got a lot of stories. Yep.
That's too funny.
know name them and be like, uh-oh. And I said, both of you, your stories are so similar. That's what's crazy. And I know you both started out in industries that aren't even related. Well, it's interesting what I'm about to say. It's like you started out in industries that aren't really related to what you're doing. It's going to sound oxymoronic, what I'm about to say. However, they are a big part of what you do because of the giftings that you have. Like Lisa with graphic designing, you started out at Vidal Sassoon. You are both like, going to, didn't you go overseas or whatever and you
I
studied there?
did. Yeah, I
Yeah.
studied abroad. Yeah.
And I'm like, that's
Wow.
just that, yes. And it's just like it's so interesting, but it's very impactful what you've done in your life experience to bring you where you are now. You what you both have, you have to be born with. It's not it's part of sometimes it's learned, but you can tell with the both of you just have this innate ability to reach the stars. and get places where some people can. And that's why I wanted you to share, to give your insight on how you do it, to show that it's not easy sometimes to make those marks that you did, but you did have $1 in your account. You was broke, it was different things that, you started from the bottom. I'm not even gonna quote the song, but you know what I mean. Work your way up. And I said, it's phenomenal to see that. And it's very encouraging to see that. And like I always say, because I always tell people, I don't like sales either, but a lot of times I'm very successful in that area, but it's not about the sales. It's about the love and the passion that I have for people and building
Yeah.
relationships. You both are relationship builders. You're people.
Yeah.
And it's just like you both exude this energy, this presence about you, which attract people to what it is that you're doing. It gets excited. I mean, I'm excited. I'm like, oh my gosh. Even though I said it's not my lane, it's not my lane. It's just like when I'm hearing about it, I said the hustle is real. It's just like sometimes I'll be hearing Lisa, Donna, and I'll be like, oh my God, I'm so tired.
Yeah, it's true.
Work. And I'll be like, Lisa, what you doing? It's just like I feel like I gotta text her sometimes to get in touch with her, because I'm like, where you at? What country you in? What island you sitting on? That's
Right. Uh, I love
that's
it though. I actually love it. I love just,
yeah,
the exploratory of, just business and networking and,
yes,
just building something great and
yeah,
lasting and actually leaving an impression on the earth. Like, I
yes,
just don't want to make just skincare, but you're right. I want to connect with women. I want to help empower women. I
yes.
recognize that it might just be skincare, but it's really more than that. It's about your confidence.
That's
It's about
it.
your confidence. Um, I watched my child as she struggled with hormonal acne.
Uh-huh.
But I watched this inner strength come about her where she just would just wear nothing. Now, I would probably have all kinds of full face foundation on because I'm just not going outside like that. But she just pulled from an inner strength, and I was like, that's what it's about. It's about really knowing who you are. It's really
Yeah,
about tapping into that inner woman, and it doesn't matter what is going on the outside. That confidence really is that piece that allows you to just be yourself in any area, in any arena, and I just love that. And I said, I really want that for women. I want women to be confident and feel confident about who they are. And a lot of times when we take off our makeup and we take the lashes off and all of that stuff, we don't feel that confidence. So we got to work on that. And
yep,
so then that leads me into another form of my brand, which is my personal brand, which is helping women be more confident in who they are and whose they are, and so it's like it just goes beyond just beauty products. Really, the love of women that I have, the beauty
yep.
products just on the surface. It gets me in the door. It helps me to talk to women. But I really want you to feel confident. I really want you to feel empowered, and having great skin that does something. I'm sorry, it does. I've been on both sides. I've been on having adult acne myself, and then really saying, you know what, I'm going to take a whole year and focus on getting my skin where it needs to be, because I'm not going to age hard. I'm going to age gracefully. And
Love
I
it.
did that. I really took a whole year, and I said, we're going to get this skin thing together. And from then I don't have to, wear any foundation or, lashes or anything like that. I literally can just be totally confident without all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And some women cannot do that. And I was one of those women years and years ago, but I was. And it's just a strange thing. It's like you can't go outside without something. You got to have mascara on or some sort of foundation or something. And it's like being in bondage to this perception.
Right.
other people's perception, of
Yeah.
what beauty is. And so my heart is that women would understand that their own personal beauty is power. It really
I
is
love
power. So it goes beyond all of that. But it's I love just how my whole life is just kind of coming together for this one cause of just really loving on women and helping them become more confident in their inner beauty.
And I'll
Yes.
say, I do
Mm.
believe that,
Yeah.
skincare, a lipstick, a blush does give you confidence.
Yeah.
When I launched Jingai and so I volunteered for many years, 9, 10 years with the Look Good, Feel Better program at the hospital. And I would educate all cancer patients on the
Oh,
changes that occur to their hair, skin, and nails while going through
Yeah.
cancer treatment. Okay. Because
Yeah.
that
nice.
goes back to the statement that I said, I believe the universe gives you what you give it. And I
Yeah.
would see women come into this classroom shaking, scared. They have cancer. They don't know if they're going to live. They're bald.
Yeah.
And we would give them a free wig. We would put skincare, which was donated from a lot of the companies, which
Hmm.
weren't natural and organic, but it was what we
Yeah.
had to use,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
make them up. And I would see them leave confident, feeling like themselves again, like they had
Yeah.
purpose. So yes, some people could say, oh, the makeup or the skincare, whatever, that's like what's the word I'm looking for? Like a vain thing, but it's not.
Yeah.
You know what? It just like look good, feel better. When you look good, you do feel better,
You
even if
do.
you're
You
not
really
sick.
do.
You know what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
Yep.
I like,
Both of you, let me tell you, and not to cut you off again, but this just makes my heart shine like
mhm.
because the both of you, what it is that you're doing, and I think that's why the Lord is propelling you into your destiny. I think that's why there are greater things that await the both of you. And it's because of what I'm hearing. It's not only about the product. Both of you are talking about the people. Both of you are doing things about the women, people, women, men alike who want to build the self-care, want to build that self-confidence. And it's just like,
Hmm.
and a lot of people don't take the time out to help people. You both have resources, you have the ability, you have the giftings to do it, and you're doing it. And I really feel that that's why you're going to continue to prosper because you're giving back. You started at the bottom, you worked your way up. You may have dropped a little bit, but you're continually growing. And I don't think it's going to stop. I think the world is your oyster in this industry because you're coming about it a different way. And like Donna, you're not coming about it in a vain way. It's just like
Yeah.
you're coming about because you want to ultimately help people. Lisa ultimately wants to help people. I know this. I told you that's my sister friend. And it's just like we go back over 20 years. And it's
Yeah.
just like her passion has always been that. And Donna, since I've known you, it's always about someone else. It's always about trying to make that reach. It's always about helping someone else. And
Yeah.
that's why I know greatness awaits the both of you. And I'm excited to see what God has in store for the both of you because it's not going to stop. And it's just like, and every time I talk to the both of you, you're adding something. I'm telling you, y'all make me tired. Lisa Donna be making me tired too. She'll be like, yeah, Tamara, I
Imagine
just
Donna make you tired.
like, I'm coming back from here. I'm like, oh my God, all the time. It's just like Donna, what you doing now? What you doing now? It's just like, but it's always elevation. It's just
Yeah.
like you both hit those bumps in the road, and you'll be like, because y'all are human, but you get right back up. And that's what I really wanted to share with the audience, especially inspirational. Both of you are very inspirational because you are successful in your crafts. You're both beautiful. You're doing it for other people. And for the audience, it doesn't even necessarily have to be in the beauty industry, but I just wanted you to see how they exude the entrepreneurship, being mothers, being, wives, and still doing that thing. It is possible, and you are capable of doing that. And it's just like if you have that dream, you hold on to it and you don't give up and you continue to press towards the mark to make it happen. Whatever it is that inspires you, whatever it is where you want to help people, whatever it is you want to do in those different areas, just do it. And it's just do it. And it's just like when it's not about yourself, because our lives are not our own, and you put other people in the forefront, and that's your vision and that's your mission, watch what happens. You're going to soar. And I think that is a beautiful thing. And I just want to thank you ladies so much for coming on the show. And like I said, you took the time out of your busy schedule, because it was like crazy trying to get y'all to. And it's like, but it's all worth it. It's all worth it. But before we close, I want you both to leave the audience, and of course myself, because I'll be taking it into some inspirational words of encouragement to leave them with. Donna, you first.
I would just say the same thing I tell my sons. Wake up every day with gratitude in your heart. Be thankful for the blue sky, the trees, the green grass, and the birds. Never stop striving for success. It's there. It's there for you, for the taking if you want it. You know, reach for the stars and touch the moon. Keep going. Don't, every time you get knocked down, get back up. Figure it out. You know, figure out a way to think outside the box. There's always a way to get to the other side of the pond. It might not be the most direct way or the way that you see everybody else going, but figure out your way, because it is possible. And believe in God, because He is there and He guides you and He helps you.
I love that, Donna. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's
And
beautiful.
Lisa.
That is so beautiful. I want to ditto that. I think that when you have something in your heart, that it is so necessary to keep pushing, keep believing in yourself. I think sometimes we put too much attention on what other people say and whether they like it or not. But when God gives you the vision, it's up to you to stay connected to, number one, the source, and number two, believe in yourself. No one else is going to do it the way you do it. So believe in yourself. Keep pushing. Stay in the game. There's so many facets to business. It's so many facets. It's so many phases. But just know you're going to cry. And you might be a little broke. But at the end of the day, success will find you if you just stay in the game, keep pushing, keep believing in yourself, and just know that you got this. You got this.
Yeah.
And it will happen.
I love it. I love it. And I love you.
Yeah.
And I love you. And I thank you. I'm
we love you.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
grateful that the Lord brought both of you in my life, and that I'm able to see your journeys and my journey, because so many things that you've done have inspired me, and I'm in a whole different realm. But I'm telling you, we learn from each other, and I love that. I really love that. And
Yes.
what I just wanted to tell the audience is just like, don't forget to like and subscribe. And all of their information, their websites, if you want to reach out, will be in the description below. You will be able to contact them. I will make sure of it. And always remember to hold on to that dream, and with unwavering faith, begin to live it. Bye-bye for now.